guys some tools, some experiences that are going to help you in your future personal academic future from this day forward. So one of the big questions we have to ask ourselves is, how much do any of you like hearing the word no? When you have a vision for something, when you have a goal that you're trying to accomplish, be part of a group, and every time you try to do anything, they tell you, no, that's not good enough, just negative attitudes. It brings us down. How many of us have been working in a group, we were told that our idea was stupid, and it made us feel that we were worthless? It brings down our confidence. If we don't feel confident, we don't try to participate in anything else, and then we end up not belonging, feeling like we don't belong. You know, if we don't feel like we don't belong, we don't have any confidence, and nobody respects our ideas, we feel like that there's something wrong with our ideas, and we just stand in the back, being like this poor little guy, just sitting there somewhere waiting for somebody to notice us and give us the opportunity to be something that we believe that we can be, that other people have given us the impression that maybe we couldn't succeed to achieve, to try to be. So this whole workshop that we're going to do here in this little group exercise is the power of yes. Now, yes is a wonderful thing. During this workshop, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little activity here in a moment that's going to show you that we can achieve a common goal without showing any negativity at all. The only word that we're going to be using during this whole activity is the word yes. That using encouragement, we can inspire someone who may not have an idea of what it is that they want to get done, but give them the motivation to accomplish what it is that we believe that they can do. And that positive reinforcement, as long as we give those people that nudge, that feeling of belief that they have a support system that they can do anything. By the end of this workshop, everyone's going to leave here feeling like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little demonstration before we get you guys going. So I want everybody to stand up. And we're going to do a little demonstration. So basically the idea is we're going to have Matt here, and we're going to try to get him to sit in one of the chairs in the back there. But all you can say is yes. This is a demonstration. We're going to do it with a random volunteer with a random thing so you get an idea of how this is going to work. So Matt, go ahead and offer any direction. So the idea is when he starts going in the right direction, we say yes, giving it forth, but we want to keep the yeses compliant. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do something much more difficult. I need a volunteer. I need somebody to be a guinea pig. First person that raised their hand was you right there. So what I'm going to have, Matt Davis, he's going to take you out of the room, and we're going to come up, and I have an idea of something that we're going to do that she's going to have to figure out without having any idea what it is, but we're going to give her the positive encouragement and just say the word yes. So as soon as Matt has her locked away, we're going to learn how to do it. It's not permanent. Yes. Okay, so then what I need is you to go hang out by the joint speak-out sign. So what we're going to do, because our advisor just happened to have a trophy here of Advisor of the Year, is we're going to have her, just using the word yes, come pick this up off the table. And then take it over to her. She's just going to stand there. Now, how difficult do you guys think this is going to be? Because she has no idea what's going to go on. I guarantee you this is going to happen. All right, so Matt, remember, you can't say no, just yes. Yeah, you guys can discuss.
Oh, well.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. no, this will be fun. So we did that. And as soon as I asked everybody, was assumed this was going to be tremendously difficult because she had no idea what it was we were going to try to get her to do. Nobody gave her any directions except positive reinforcement. There was a couple no's, which happens in real life. Giving somebody proper motivation, there's always going to be somebody nagging in the background that's being that dissonant voice. But the group consensus came together to get her to achieve the goal that we were trying to do. Now, go ahead and stand back up. So how did that make you feel when you walked out of the room and you had no idea what you were supposed to be doing?
Felt lost. I was like, am I even going the right direction right now?
So do you think it would have been easier to accomplish of a goal if you knew what it was beforehand?
Probably.
That is the correct answer. Would things be easier for you if for every project that we did as a group, when you went to your classrooms with your teachers, staff, and the tutoring center, if everyone gave you that kind of positive reinforcement and that positive message and that support throughout the rest of your academic year?
Yes.
That's what we're here for, is we hear no all the time. And every college does studies showing how no brings us down and makes us unhappy. But they've also done studies on why yes. It breeds creativity. When she came up to this table right here, she walked up to it, stood here, and didn't know what to do. And then she had to think about it. She's like, well, I know I'm supposed to do something. And then she touched it, and everyone's like, yes. And she's like, I have an idea. It breeds creativity. If we feel like we're getting a good message, if we're getting support that we need as individuals, as people, we are more likely to try to do things that are outside of our comfort zones. And it creates passion. How many of you, when you're happy with a project that you're working on, it's one of the greatest things you've ever done. You're really happy about it. But if you feel like you are unimportant, you want nothing to do with it. Yes, that positivity creates passion that helps you succeed in your life. And instills the desire to succeed, because if you do something and everyone is really supportive of you and you get that grade or you get that job or that raise that you want to do, you want to keep doing those things because it's a positive thing. We thrive on having positive aspects in each and every one of our lives. We've all overcome different things. I'm sure if I went around the room, there's something tragic that's happened in everybody's lives because that's the way the world works. But you guys are all here to increase your personal value. And attitude follows behavior. Now, some people think that behavior follows attitude, but she didn't know what she was supposed to do, so she didn't have a negative position to it or a positive position to it. But so she went up and she started acting as a behavior. And then we gave her encouragement, and she got more positive about it. When she touched this, picked it up, she felt more positive about it, and then she started being creative. Mark Twain, any of you who are taking any English classes, you hear about this guy all the time. He said that he can live 2 months on a good compliment. If we talk to our teachers, talk to our friends who helped us out, somebody in the tutoring center who helped us get past that, that math exam that we thought we were totally going to bomb because we didn't understand quadratic equations. We give them that compliment and makes their job that much more for them because they feel like they are wanted in that position. They're making a difference in somebody's life. And making a difference is really what everything is about. When you're down on the ground, somebody gives you the hand to help you up. How great does that make you feel that somebody offered to help you out? Now, we all grow and change. We've gone through different aspects of our lives. Some of us have had questionable hairstyle. I know, I'm absolutely adorable. You don't have to tell me. That hasn't changed, but I was way cuter in that high shape. But we've gone through different things. I mean, I've been in a punk band. I've, gone out and had the wild party days. Through positive encouragement from my teachers and some of the staff here at the school, I am now the director of legislative affairs for this college. And I go to different conferences representing all of the students here to make sure that the issues that are going to affect you are being represented by this college so that you guys have a voice. People giving you that encouragement is exactly why I'm standing here before you. Very first day of class, the middle picture here with the mohawk, that's how Linda and Amy, sorry, I can't say the first day of class because I didn't show up the first day of class. So I walk in 5 minutes late on the second day of class, mohawk on, torn shorts, wearing a beer shirt, and I just sat down in the back. First impressions, I've been learning are everything. And my first impression wasn't great, but they got to talking to me and found out that I'm passionate about helping people, that I have the confidence to be able to get up and talk in front of people and get a message across, and they've given me the opportunity to help give some of those skills and encourage the rest of the student body to be more of what they want to be, what they have the vision for themselves. So I want you guys to look around. Who's in this room with you? We have tutors, we have student leaders, we have faculty, we have teachers, advisors, brothers, sisters, mothers. Everyone here comes from a different aspect of life. We are all here, and why are we here? We came here to better ourselves. You guys are all here taking classes because you want to give yourself a better opportunity for your future. You came here maybe because you're getting extra credit, or you were just looking for a place to belong. I'm really happy that you guys are here, because you guys all standing out there is what inspires me to stand right here. Getting the nod from my wife in the back. I mean, I'm so passionate about trying to make things in the world better. I mean, I've gone through some difficult things in my life, just the same as all of you have. And I'm here because I want to give myself a better chance. I want to go on. I want to have that fancy car on my laptop, my backdrop, every 15 seconds it changes to another multi-million-dollar car, because that's my dream. I want to be the guy driving down the beach, stopping somewhere, meeting a bunch of group people, and say, look what I did with my life. So what if we took that ambition to improve ourselves, and every time we saw somebody faltering, every time we saw somebody needing help, walking through the cafeteria and they're sitting alone at a table, we stopped by and gave them a little emotional boost. We asked them who they were. We tried to make a positive difference in everybody's life. What would that do? I mean, we're here at a community college in a city that's been going through some issues, but we're all still here trying to better ourselves. Let's give that a little bit of extra boost to somebody else, because you might change the way they look at life. Give them that little extra push that they need to continue to try to grow instead of just dropping out, because you see it all the time. So I have 5 questions to you, and yes hasn't gone away. Do you guys want to have the support you need to achieve your life?
Yes.
I hear it.
Yes.
Do you want to be a stronger positive influence in the life of those around you?
Yes.
Do you want to help shape the life and experiences of those who need that extra push?
Yes.
Do you want your experience here to be something you can be proud of in 10 years when you look back on this year?
Yes.
Do you want to increase the quality of your existence?
Yes.
There it is. It's the power of yes. We got somebody to accomplish something with no idea what they were going to do. We take that same idea of that positive reinforcement, when people know what they're supposed to do, we can get anything accomplished this year. Like I said, we have the fall conference that's coming up, about gratitude, and let people know how important they are to us and how they've impacted our lives. So go ahead and give yourselves a high five, because you guys don't have to listen to me talk anymore today. I want to thank you very much for listening. One of our president over here, Matt, after I told him about this Power of Yes workshop, he actually has a little fun anecdote of how he's already been applying it in his own life.
Yeah, so we did this in the summer. It's like a practice, and so it's been in the back of my mind. So I'd like to introduce you to my puppy, Einstein. He's a German Shepherd. Usually German Shepherds are big and tough and mean looking. I think he was a run of the litter because he's skittish and afraid of anything that moves on its own. So he is deathly afraid to, most dogs, if they want to get to the room, just push the door open, walk in, He's deathly afraid of the doors because as soon as he touches it, it moves on its own and he runs the other direction. So I haven't been working with that on him. I've been, teaching him to sit and teaching him to heel and all the other types of commands. But 2 days ago, I swear to God, 2 days ago, I didn't make this up. It's not part of the presentation. I was waking up. I woke up. It's like 5 in the morning, about ready to go to school, and he was outside my bedroom door whining he wanted to get in, but he's afraid of the door, and the door was cracked, and he couldn't get in. So he was really excited to come wake me up, and he bumped the door, and get scared and back off. And so every time he would nudge the door, I was like, come on, Einstein, come on, and give him positive encouragement. And he would bump the door and then get scared and back off, and then I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say no. I would just be quiet. And then he would start, sneakily like approaching the door again, like he knows it's gonna move, but he wants to get inside. And he'd bump it again, and then he'd run away. And I just kept that positive reinforcement coming when he was doing what I wanted him to do. And eventually he broke through the door after like eight tries and ran up and gave me kisses on my face and everything. So it does work. And dog trainers have actually been using the power of yes for years. Maybe we start using it with humans. I don't know. If you guys keep coming to meetings, we will give you a membership certificate, and it's just something to plug your resume, build your resume up. It looks great on college applications. Students with 3.5 GPAs or above are a dime a dozen nowadays, and you kind of have to set yourself apart and show that you're involved in the college and in your community and stuff. So that's one thing to help you out. It's come to meetings for 2 quarters. And 2 quarters. I have, for those of you who consider yourselves extroverts, I have a special task for you. If you would hang out before we leave over here by the pizza, I'll brief you guys on that real quick. If you consider yourself an extrovert, or if you don't want any part of it, no big deal. But we'll talk about that over there. And I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, but T-shirts, thank you. All right.
Good communication.
We have membership T-shirts. We had some money left over in the budget last year. We spent all of it on T-shirts. And so they are back there. They're organized by size. If you want to grab one on your way out, we're wearing them on days of meetings. Show solidarity, and hey, we're part of the best club on campus, also the biggest club on campus. And and then we'll definitely wear them for the conference so that we can see each other through the crowd of 800 people. And so the T-shirts are definitely to be worn at the conference. Does anybody have any questions about the conference, about meetings coming up, or anything? The topics of the next meetings. The next one is going to be decreasing anxiety by building social skill. That one's personally important to me. I'll give you a brief a plug for it. This is my opening for that presentation, but I'll give you guys a little peek. Last year, winter quarter, actually fall quarter, I took interpersonal communication in Meg's class, and she told everybody about the speak out meetings and said you should go, and communication is something I've always been interested in, and I wanted to go, and came in the library. I showed up like a little late because I was in class or something, and I could hear everybody up here already. They'd already gotten the meeting going. They were already being lively and talking, and I froze. And I was like, and I kind of like wanted to go upstairs and just, but I was overcome by the social anxiety, and I was like, I started having catastrophic thoughts like, oh, they're probably already in their friends and their groups and their cliques, and they all know each other, and I don't want to go up there, so I ended up not going up those stairs, and I did end up, I got in Linda's class in the winter, and ended up going upstairs for that meeting, and now I'm the president of one of the presidents that we have.
First of all, you're a perfect dog. You're a perfect dog. And for you, Maybe, and I will never forget the day you came in class. And we love you then, and we love you now.
Thank you.
they like, hey, do you want to run for this position and speak out? And I was like, I guess I'll run. And what I didn't know that there was nobody else running against me. And so I got it by default. And so we show up to this meeting where they're going to do the voting, and they're like, now meet your new, vice president. Huh? So they kind of threw me into that one because they saw potential. And I've been working harder and harder to try to improve myself. I mean, does anybody know what the Myers-Briggs personality test is? We recently took it for student government. We took it at the end of last academic year. And according to that, I am very good at communicating a clear vision. And I'm very passionate about it, and I'll do whatever it takes to get it to do, but on the feeling side of it, I had 0. So I am trying to be more aware on how the things that I say and do, even on for me, because it's just being completely honest, that I am learning that I need to be more aware of people who are a little bit more sensitive, and that sometimes my bluntness, always my bluntness can be taken in a way that is not the way that I wanted it to come across and can hurt somebody when all I'm trying to do is make sure that everybody is on the right track. So, I mean, Kyle, our president over here, one of the rules in the office in the ASG is if he sees me start going off on a tangent where I'm dealing with somebody who is a little bit more on the sensitive side, to come over and be like, Muffin. And Muffin's one of my nicknames, so I guess I should have told you that before. Because they're like, that's Muffin.
Nobody calls you Muffin.
No, it's not our special name. But no, so I mean, the communications club here is, I've never had an issue getting up and talking to people. I've always been that guy where I'm like, hey, everybody, look at me, I'm pretty. But it's the other aspects of communication, of the one-on-one understanding and really valuing the other person's opinion, especially when it contradicts with my own, because I am like, nope, I'm right, doesn't matter what you say. And I'm working really hard to get over that. And for all of you that know, I warn everybody that I end up working with, and we're going to be working with each other a lot this year. I'm like a dog with a shiny red ball. When I get excited about someone, I'm like, ooh! And if I start bowling over you and you talking because I get excited, just let me know. Just be like, sit. No. Sometimes you really have to do that with me because I'm that guy. I'm like, ooh, I have an idea. What if we do this? And somebody else will be the talking, and then I don't even notice it. So put your hand on my shoulder, let me know, because I'm really, really excited to work with each and every one of you this year. I mean, this is a huge group, and there's a lot of positive changes that we can bring to the general student population here with the workshops we're going to put on these meetings, the conferences that we're going to be putting on throughout this year, to give you guys, to give people tools or ideas, different perspectives, a way of looking at things that, maybe they've never, seen before that's really going to benefit them. And all of a sudden I just realized on that one slide, I said, you guys weren't going to hear me talk anymore.
You reminded me of something. The conference coming up. It's a good thing for the SCC community. When I was making that flyer, I sent it to one of my friends and said, hey, what do you think of this? Would you go to it if you saw it in the halls? And she said, nah. And I was like, okay. Crushed. And then I was like, all right. But I was like, so could you expand on that? She said, well, I already love my life. And yeah, a lot of us are very positive. We're strong. We have resiliency. The downs in life, we bounce right back up. But a lot of people at a place like a community college aren't. And there's a lot of people out there in the halls, you don't see it, but they're going through struggles. So you may already love your life, but there's a lot of people out there that do need what comes from this conference. So promote it for us, please, and get people to come.
The other thing I'd add to that is you might love your life and everything might be positive today, and by tomorrow, that whole sucker could be upside down. So I think having the skills to how you recapture that when you get a cancer diagnosis, like one of my best friends did, stage 4 breast cancer, one day your life, you look in your life, everything is perfect, and the next day her whole world is upside down, could be any of us. So those skills are things you can share and use yourself, because you never know when those things will happen.
Extroverts over there. Thanks for coming, guys.
Oh, it's great.
Bring your friends next time.